everybody. Welcome back. This is Miss Faye, and this is my world. Today's topic is the aging narcissist. The aging narcissist. Before we get started, I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all the new viewers, the new subscribers, and welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I really appreciate you. Now, to get us started, I pulled a short video and we have a letter. So let's watch this video. We're going to read the letter and talk about this issue. The aging narcissist. Here we go.
The aging narcissistic parent. What are they like? What are they like when their looks are faded, health not so good, and they've pissed everybody off, leaving just you? Well, I'll tell you, they're going to be worse. They're going to torture their children or anybody that's hanging around them. The game will be damned if you do and damned if you don't. Whatever you do, it will never be good enough. And if you step back and do nothing, you will be eaten alive by guilt, frustration, anger. And on top of that, you've got somewhere in your head saying, well, I should respect my elders, that they are my parents after all. There's all of that going on. They will play victim, so anybody that will listen, they will tell them what a no good son, daughter you are.
Okay, let's dive into this letter. My mother is insane, to the point where if I even try to understand her, I feel crazy. I've distanced myself from her due to her behaviors and compulsively lying for no reason and just being overall messy. She's over 70, lives alone, a hoarder, and spends her days calling me and my siblings just to argue and tell us made-up stories for no reason. She's had a stroke in the past, so I don't know if it has made things worse because she's always exhibited this type of behavior in the past, but never this bad. Or maybe we were just too young to notice. So recently I decided to help her straighten up her home. I knew I could not throw away anything, so my goal was to help her neatly stack things and put them away so she can at least move to a different room without tripping, falling, or slipping. Well, that was nice of you. I also required her to help me straighten up, so it wasn't like I was being a maid, even though I still did 90% of everything. Well, you did volunteer to do it. We were doing one room each day. Then I have a strange feeling that I was being used, that she would sit back and allow me to do all the work while she benefits from not having to do anything. Okay. I don't remember you telling me that she asked you to come help. She was complaining about it, but you volunteered. Okay. And I thought it was a good idea for you to, have her to join in because it is her place. Okay. And make her feel a little more responsible. I can understand that. I understood that she's older, but her laziness absolutely ridiculous and always has been. Growing up, I did most of her motherly duties and I was only 12 years old. So I was feeling like the same thing was going on, but I pushed past it anyway to help her. And she flipped on me one day. All right, let's look at this. So your mother has always been like this. And you say here that you have been doing the motherly duties since 12 years old. So tell me this. What makes you think that your mother is going to change now? If she's lived her whole life this way with you, why would she change now? She's still expecting from you what you have always done. Be the mother. Okay? I guess it was getting too clean in there. But she was telling me she already knows what to do and how to do it, and never asked me to help. She didn't. She didn't ask me to help. She was only, talking about her situation. You'll find people who will talk about the situation, and if you're like me, I'm a fixer. And I feel like if somebody complains to me, then they're looking for advice, they're looking for help. But everybody is not looking for that. Some people just like to complain about their issue, but they are comfortable with it being the way that it is. Okay? So this is why your mother probably snapped at you, because she was tired of you pushing her to do these things. And she's going to go back and say, I never asked you to come over here anyway. You understand? And I'm like, why do you call every single day talking about she needs to clean up and she want to get rid of stuff and she can't breathe in the house and this and that? And when I help her do all the things she claims she wants, then she responds that it's a free country. She can just say whatever she wants. And I'm like, this woman is crazy as hell. Well, like I said, your mother is just a complainer. She's comfortable in her own mess. Now, you as the daughter, you don't want to see your mother in a terrible condition. But you go over there and you help her and clean up or whatever. And then you go on about your business. Don't look for a thank you. Don't look for, I really appreciate you doing this for me or anything like that. You're doing it out of the kindness of your own heart. Don't look for anything from your mother. If you get it, it's a bonus. But if you don't get it, leave it alone. Okay? But when you go over there to help your mother, do it with unconditional love. Okay? You're not looking for anything in return. Okay? And you go on to say, to call us hundreds of times, repeating the same thing over like a broken record, not even wanting to do anything about it. She doesn't bathe. She doesn't change her clothes. And when she does go outside, she looks so embarrassing. You would think she was on drugs. So now I decided to keep my distance again. I can't feel sorry for someone who doesn't appreciate anything and insists on living like that. I know I should have known better before I went over there, especially after she told me before if I didn't get an apology of how she treated me growing up, I wasn't going to get one at all. But you didn't. She's so damaged. And I don't know why she claims to have the best childhood. Well, that's her own fantasy. That's her own fantasy. But if she's like this and she is a narcissist, which I think I remember a letter before that she could have been a narcissist. And narcissists always want to paint a pretty picture about their childhood. But they are the way that they are because of childhood wounds and trauma. Okay? So don't pay any attention to that. Being on the spiritual path, I try to lead with love despite how she acts and set a good example for my son. Because love is patient. Love is kind. Love persists. But love is not a doormat. Love is not a punching bag. Okay? You've done it for your mom. All your life, it sounds like you have been picking up the slack. Now, if you've come to the point you don't want to do it anymore, that's your free will. Don't do it. But don't do it because you're trying to win your mother's approval for something. You're never going to get that. Once you realize that, then you're free. Do it because you want to do it if you want to do it. And if you don't do it. Forget about it. Go on with your life. Let your mother do whatever she does. And let that be that. You end this by saying, but at one point, I do realize that love will never be enough. Well, love is enough. Love is enough. But your mother isn't showing you any love. She's not showing you love. You have a loving heart. But part of that is guarding your energy now. Guarding your own energy. Because the more time that you spend with toxic people, that energy will affect you. And before you know it, you'll be upset, angry, can't sleep at night, full of anxiety and all of that. That means that your energy has been lowered in a low vibration. It has been affected by being associated with toxic people. Okay? Now, you have your question here, and you say, what is this relationship trying to teach me about myself? This relationship with your mother is trying to teach you self-love. That you need to love yourself and pull away from toxic people. They have free will just like you have free will. They have decided what they want in life. You decide what you want in life. It doesn't have to merge together. You're a grown woman now. She is your mother. But if she didn't call me for help, I would not go. I wouldn't go over there. And I don't think you should either. You know, she's calling you and complaining all the time. Why don't you just stop answering the phone and let her leave a message? Okay, because if it's something really urgent, she'll leave a message. But if she just wants to complain, you don't need to listen to that at all. You know, I have relatives that talk negative, and when they call me, if I happen to answer the phone, I'll lay the phone down and just let them rattle on. I don't take in that energy, and you shouldn't either. All right. I hope that you understand the message today, and I really hope that it helps somebody. The aging narcissist. Remember now, the narcissist is a demonic energy. It's a person that is possessed with a demonic energy. And that aging narcissist is mean. Because the narcissist, after a certain age, supply isn't accessible as it was when they were young. They can't get out around and getting that supply like they used to. They can get some supply, you know, from whoever comes to the house or, you know, calling you on the phone and talking to you. That's supply for the narcissist. When they get older, that's why they're on their families, because they need that supply to live, to survive. Just remember, these people are possessed with demonic spirits. So they're not going to act lovingly to you. There's no love there. When all their lives they have been living off of others' energy. They have been like energy vampires all their life. Now the energy is low. It's low. And you will, if you look, you'll see them wither away. They will wither away because the energy gets to be very scarce. Okay. And because these narcissists are evil, they would try to make your life hell on their way out. Because their mission has not changed. Their mission is still to seek and destroy. So I hope that you understand the message today. And I really hope that it helps someone. Now, those of you who may have a question that you'd like for me to answer, my email address is in the description. And if you're looking for today's affirmation, the link is also in the description. I want to thank you so much for supporting this channel. Thank you for your comments and your letters, and a very special thank you to those that leave a donation. I really appreciate all of you. I wish you all the very best, and I really hope to see you next time.